What's up, everybody? This is the voice of YouTube's friend, Shadow the Hedgehog here, and this is the very first demonic duo discussions featuring the voice actor of Fang's pupil, of course, aka Mizuki.
Hello.
Now, this is the third time I brought you onto my channel.
Yes, I believe so.
Now, I've been bringing her on here because I've been trying to push her channel to get you guys to sub to her because I think you all are gonna love what she's gonna do, and she's gonna be voicing some characters, like I said many times. She's gonna be voicing her OC. She's gonna be voicing Yane, Ruby, Saris. Um, you know,
Along with a few others.
yeah, along with a few others. So stay tuned for that, and just sub to her channel. And we'll probably be doing this again at the end of the video. So, anyways, we're gonna be talking about something that it's gonna be therapeutic for me because we were gonna do like a Ruby and Star Wars discussion, but you know, Ruby, I would rather make that a separate video because we did one recording attempt, and talking about Ruby took up about 31 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And with this subject, I know that it might be that long. So we can't do the theme song or do anything from Star Wars because of copyright. Um, so all I'm gonna say is hello there.
General Kenobi.
Star Wars is my favorite movie franchise of all time. It is I'm definitely one of those people that do love Star Wars to a point that it is a religious experience to me.
Yes, you are.
Um, I started getting into Star Wars since I was a little kid, and the first movie I saw was Star Wars Episode One: The Phantom Menace in theaters, and it kind of planted the seed. I don't remember. I remember a little bit of that day. I don't remember seeing the movie, but I do remember having a Darth Maul costume,
Aw.
and the only thing that was missing from it was a double-bladed lightsaber.
Sad.
But and then of course, I saw Attack of the Clones in theaters, which I got my very first toy lightsaber that day. It was a blue lightsaber with the Qui-Gon hilt. It was the old plastic lightsabers, not the new
Oh,
ones.
the old ones. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Well, the old ones of our generation,
Yeah.
because obviously, the people that grew up with Star Wars during its heyday. Well, not heyday, but during when it first came out in Empire and Jedi, they had their own lightsabers. Which, in my
Yeah.
opinion, we had better lightsabers than they did because it was more accurate.
True.
Um, my first time seeing the original trilogy was with the '97 special editions. It was a box that I got from Walmart, and I begged my mom and my dad to allow me to get it. I begged, I begged, I begged, and finally they allowed me to have it.
Someone was a very happy boy that day.
I was a very happy boy. I watched all three movies, and I was shocked to see that there was blood in A New Hope when Obi-Wan cuts off the one dude's arm.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I remember that.
which now, when that happens, it just um, colorizes uh, the wound when you cut off a limb. They started doing that in Empire. It's not something that they started doing during the prequels. Because in Empire, when like Darth Vader cuts off Luke's arm, well not arm, hand, there's no blood
Ye-
spraying out. So, you know, but of course, as a kid, I was into the video games. I'm still into the video games, and I was into Lego Star Wars. To this day, I'm still a hardcore fan. Now,
Yeah, you are a very hardcore fan.
how did you get into Star Wars?
Uh, to be honest, my nephew got me into Star Wars.
Really?
Which is a funny story because he's younger than me.
How long ago was this?
I think it was when, let's see, I'm 8 years older than him. I think when he first got into it himself, and then dragged me in for the ride as well, which I'm happy he did. I think he was 12, and I was 18. I think that's accurate.
So, how long ago was this in terms of years?
2012, so.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm not as much as a hardcore fan as you are.
But you're close, though.
Yeah. When he first got into it, I think he got into it because of his mother, my sister. But he saw the first 6 episode DVDs at Walmart. And at the time, I had some money and my mom had some money, so he begged us to get them. So we got all 6 DVDs that day. Me and him binge watched the movies together.
So, pretty much you watched them episode 1 to 6.
Yes.
Now, question. Before all that, did you know that Darth Vader was Luke's father?
No.
Now, most people that's involved with Star Wars, even though that, George Lucas wants people to watch them how you guys did, is to watch it 4, 5, and 6, then 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Which I want to do that with someone because I want to see the shockness of knowing that Darth Vader is Luke's father.
And then have them watch episodes 1 through 3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we watched them in order, but still, at the time, I think our brains didn't register that Vader was Anakin. So when we heard that, we was like, "Wait, what?"
Wait a second.
We were still confused.
Wait a second. If you saw episode 3, you saw Anakin being put in a suit.
Yeah, but I think at the time where we were so hyped about watching the videos,
okay,
or the movies, our brains just didn't register it at all.
So pretty much the year you guys got, excuse me, so pretty much the year you guys got into Star Wars was when Disney bought Lucasfilm. I believe
so.
I believe that is the year. Let me go look it up. And once again, I am not prepared. Okay.
It's fine. Things like this happen.
When did they officially announce it? Okay. Yeah. You guys got into question. Yeah, you guys got into Star Wars when Lucasfilm bought Disney. Wouldn't that be cool if that happened? When Disney bought Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
when that news came out and they announced, we're gonna be getting Secret Trilogy, I was hyped.
I
AF.
was too, because I was like, yes, another trilogy.
And and then of course there were sorry you guys, it's late. um and then of course too, like, there's theories on what would happen. Like, I saw a theory on MSN about how, will Darth Vader return in Force Awakens? It's like, no, because Darth Vader is dead. Anakin may show up, but Vader isn't.
I'm kind of hoping they have Anakin show up.
Oh, me too. Oh, please.
Can December come any sooner?
Exactly.
I can't wait 3 more months.
But, when it comes to the sequel trilogy, or like, I guess, the Disney era of Star Wars, I love The Force Awakens. It was a good start of the trilogy, even though that made no sense of how Rey could use a lightsaber, but whatever. The Last Jedi, on the other hand, totally forgettable.
It didn't explain a lot.
It's not because it's a bad movie. It's not. It's just, as a Star Wars fan, we're so used to things being, revealed in the second part of the trilogy. Because how Star Wars works is that the first part of the trilogy, is kind of telling us about the heroes. Telling us how they got shoved into what's going on. You know, the second part of the trilogies is always where we learn more. And normally in Star Wars, that's when the main character, Anakin and Luke, loses their hand.
That didn't happen to Rey.
The third and final part of the episode is pretty much the climax. We get a lot of resolve. That's what I'm worried about with episode 9. What if they leave us with more answers than than answering the questions we had? No, I totally screwed up that wording. What if they leave us there with more questions than answers?
I mean, it's a possibility that they could.
I am very much hyped for The Rise of Skywalker, especially knowing that Darth Sidious, the Senate, will be in the movie.
When I heard his laugh in the chair, I'm just sitting here going, oh no.
I got hyped.
I mean, I was hyped, but at the same time, my mind's just going, oh no, he's back.
And then of course I had to literally rewatch this one part of the trailer to where it's the shot of the lightning storm, which could be a force storm, and you see these Star Destroyers, and I'm going, those aren't First Order Star Destroyers. Those are the Empires.
No, those are the old one. Yeah, those are the Empire Destroyers.
So, I'm going, Palpatine sure has been busy. Mm-hmm.
He's been a very busy man.
They're gonna need Anakin. Like what Star Wars 3 said, they're gonna need Anakin in some way.
Yes, they are. In order to fight off that big of a fleet, yeah.
But in terms of Rey, I do like her. I do like the idea of the main character being a female Jedi. What I don't like is that they've done her in a way to where she's perfect. She can do anything. She has no weaknesses. She doesn't go through really anything compared to Luke and Anakin. That's the thing I don't like about Rey. That's the thing I don't like about the sequel trilogy. If it was a male character going through this, I would be feeling the exact same way.
Oh yeah.
But I do like Rey's personality. I'm hoping what we see in that one, because I know that there's going to be people that hasn't seen that, and I know that there's those people that don't want spoilers, but since they put it in footage, since they put it in shit I'm talking about anyways, I hope that thing we see of a dark side Rey actually happens, because then that would make her character a lot more interesting to me.
That and the fact she has a double blade.
Oh my god. Thank you for finally giving her a freaking double-bladed lightsaber. But when it comes to the Disney Star Wars era, I love Rogue One, I love Solo, I like The Force Awakens. What can be said about The Last Jedi? The better. I mean, like I said, it's not a bad movie. Like, I did like some scenes. I liked Yoda. I liked Luke and Leia. You know, reuniting.
Oh yeah.
That brought me to tears in theaters, by the way.
Brought me to tears at home watching it on Netflix.
um, but in terms of if Legends Luke or the new canon Luke is the best version of Luke, I will always say that the Legends Luke is how I wish Luke was in The Last Jedi. Legends Luke, you all can look him up to see what that version of Luke was like. He was OP as heck.
Is that the one you sent me the video of?
Yeah, about Luke's force powers.
Oh yeah, that one. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. Yeah, Luke was very OP.
You know, I was hoping to see what a fully trained Jedi Master Luke could be like, and then we learned that Luke is a hermit now and cut off his connection to the Force. Okay, thank you for disappointing me. That movie practically almost killed Star Wars.
I think there was a lot of people that gave it bad reviews too. Not for sure on that, but I think
Star Wars fans gave it bad reviews. A lot of the more, movie critics, which I don't care about their opinion at all. They're just getting paid for their opinion on a movie.
True.
But yeah, that movie almost killed Star Wars, and it affected Solo because that movie didn't do well in box office. And Solo is a good Star Wars movie.
You still need to watch that.
Oh my god, you do. It's so good. You're gonna be impressed with who they got that plays younger Han and a younger Lando. You would think that you were watching Harrison Ford and oh my lord, I forgot his name. Billy D. Williams. There we go.
There you go. You got it.
But I am also looking forward to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, that game.
Mm-hmm. And I do plan on buying it for the PS4 But until I can get my external hard drive, there is a way I'll be able to play it, and it's because of my brother-in-law. We're doing Game Share, and he got the EA streaming service.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll be able to play that game on launch day.
Nice.
So, and then of course we have The Mandalorian coming out on November 12th, which
I really want to go watch that.
We have the Clone Wars coming back in February, and we have the Obi-Wan series. There's too much stuff. Like I said in my one video, there's too much stuff for me to watch because we have RWBY Volume 7
coming out in November. Is it November this
yeah,
time?
Yeah, November.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of stuff we have to watch. Which, speaking of RWBY, we're gonna be doing a separate discussion about that eventually in the near future. So I hope we can make it positive. I'm gonna try and stay away from talking about shippings too much in that video because
the toxicity is real with
yeah,
the shipping.
Yeah, pretty much. But oh, who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Am I allowed to say more than one?
Yeah.
That's good. Out of all the characters, I like Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's master. I can't say his name for the life of me.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah. Qui-Gon Jinn. I actually said it right for
yes,
once.
You did.
I usually F that up. Anakin. Padme. Leia and Luke. That's 6 characters. There's probably more, I just can't think of them right now. And Han. And Chewie.
Well, I guess I'll say several. Well, Anakin is my top favorite. Anakin / Darth Vader. And then the characters in no particular order: Obi-Wan, Luke, Darth Maul, Han, Padme, Leia, Revan, Sidious, Darth, Nihilus from the Knights of the Old Republic 2 game, Mara Jade, Jaqen and Jaina Solo from Legends, and that's a car. Holy crap, that's loud.
That was pretty loud.
I want to apologize for that. That's what happens when you are in a big city. Lots of noises.
Lots of vehicles.
R2-D2, Boba Fett, Jango Fett.
The list can go on and on and on.
Yeah, pretty much. And, you know, am I still going to watch the new movies after The Rise of Skywalker? Yeah. I mean, the thing is that Star Wars can still be good even without the Skywalkers. We've seen it with the old Republic stuff. There's no Skywalkers back then.
Nope.
Of course, I do think that's kind of funny how Revan has a very similar history to Anakin. So maybe there's some, maybe Anakin could be like a descendant of Revan or something.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
I mean, it would make a lot of sense.
True, it would.
But it's gonna be weird not having a movie and like there's like a mentioning of like Anakin or Luke or, it's gonna be. The movie's gonna be hype, but it's also gonna be pretty emotional for a lot of reasons because this movie is the end of Star Wars, is how we've known it for 40 years. even though that I know for a fact that they're not going to be fully done with these characters because there's the comics, there's the books, but in terms of you know like movies, unless they do a side thing, um, we're done seeing the Skywalkers in the Star Wars films. But I'm sure that they'll mention them.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure there'll be a mention as well in future movies that don't involve the Skywalkers.
Mm-hmm. And Rian Johnson, who directed Last Jedi, is doing his own Star Wars trilogy, and I'm sitting here like, this can go either good or go either bad.
Let's hope it goes good.
Yeah. The one person I wished that could have done his own Star Wars trilogy is Gareth Edwards. He directed Rogue One, and he also directed Godzilla 2014.
Oh.
And because he gets Star Wars, he totally gets Star Wars. Rogue One. Have you seen Rogue One yet?
No, I haven't, but you did show me that one video that was the ending scene.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I understand. He totally gets Star Wars.
In terms of all the movies I watched of the Disney era, Rogue One and Solo felt more Star Wars to me than 7 or 8. The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. That is because, some people can make it known, like, well, it's because there are familiar characters. But the problem is, in episode 7 and 8, there are familiar characters mixed with new characters. Same thing with Rogue One and Solo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Solo is about Han Solo. I'm gonna take back what I said about Solo. Rogue One. And same thing with Star Wars Rebels. They have a new cast of characters, but it still felt like Star Wars. So why hasn't the sequel trilogy felt like it? And I think it's because Gareth Edwards, Ron Howard, and Dave Filoni totally understands Star Wars. They totally understand what George Lucas has done with his movies.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams kind of understands. Rian Johnson doesn't. So, episode 9 is going to be interesting. Episode 9 is going to be, I think, the deal breaker for people if they can
still watch Star Wars or not.
Well, not watch Star Wars, but watch the Disney era of Star Wars.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
So, I think that's all we can... Oh, yeah. I'm going to mention about the ending scene of Rogue One. I saw that in theaters. I wasn't expecting it at all. And how they set up that scene was perfect. They were freaking out. All of a sudden, the power turns off in that room, and then they hear boots, and then the breathing, and then they just see red lightsaber.
When you showed me that scene through a YouTube video, I wasn't expecting that either. I'm just sitting here going, oh my god, I need to watch Rogue One.
and yet, he fought like that in Rogue One, but in A New Hope, which takes place a few days later, because here's the thing, Rogue One takes place 10 minutes before, well actually the ending of Rogue One takes place 10 minutes before A New Hope starts. So it's only a few days later when Darth Vader fights Obi-Wan Kenobi again. And I don't know why he didn't go all out on Obi-Wan then. Obviously, the real world story is that it was filmed in 1977. They didn't know what lightsaber combat was gonna be. They probably didn't even have the technology back then to do what they can do now. but in the actual in you in universe continuity, I think it's because Darth Vader was mocking him. That's what I think.
That is a possibility that he was mocking him.
I mean, like, his point, he fought against Luke in episode 5 and episode 6. Clearly still having skill. So why did he hold back with Obi-Wan?
That's a very good question, and I'll have to agree with what you said. He probably was mocking him.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think this is a good place to end it. Don't you?
Yes.
Is there anything you want to mention real quick?
Well, as we mentioned earlier, I do plan on doing some voices. I've been working on Mizu's voice. Once I get her voice down, I plan on working on Ruby's a little bit. And if you guys go check out my channel, you'll see that there is Corpse Party playthrough and a Sonic Generations playthrough. I have a few other games I have in mind that I plan on doing a playthrough for. Just have to watch out for those.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I will put her link down in the description below. And guys, check out her stuff. Because, like it or not, she's gonna be coming onto the channel a lot. In a way, she is, if you want to be honest, she is like my Koi. She is like my Abridged.
Except for I'm not a salute and a manho.
That is very true.
Yeah, that's right, Koi, the British. I called you out.
I highly doubt that they'll watch this because I don't think that they are aware of me.
I don't care. I'm saying what I said anyways.
Even though that honestly I would love to work with them, but I have too much pride to ask them because of the reason I said about how I don't want to do a collaboration. I don't want to do a collaboration with a bigger YouTuber because of the fact that, well, are people watching for me or for them or for both?
It would be better if they was just watching for both.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, as always, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to know when all my uploads go live. And I will be doing a update video after we get done here to tell you all what's going to be going on schedule wise, and that's pretty much it. But yes, yeah, just do what I just said, and go sub to Mizu's, go sub to the Fox waifu.
Yes, Mizu has become a waifu.
You know what? I got it perfect. Go sub to your guys' favorite Foxy waifu.
I swear, if I start seeing comments like that in my videos, I'll know why.
Good. Because I am the Senate.
Yeah, sure you are.
Anyways, I will see you all later.